Hi besties, welcome back to my channel. Those of you that don't know, hi, I'm Abby. I am a live music and portrait photographer based on the East Coast. I wanted to share all the programs, apps, anything in between that I use when it comes to editing my photos and my videos for both short form and long form content, and then what I use to edit all of my photos when it comes to my professional photography. For all of my photography, I edit in Lightroom. Do not use Lightroom Classic. I only use Lightroom Mobile. I know that that is kind of a hot topic, but I've watched so many videos on the difference between Lightroom Classic and Lightroom Mobile, and honestly there isn't a huge difference, and I just find Lightroom Mobile so much more user-friendly. I have all my presets in there. I like the way it looks better. I really do think that Lightroom Classic looks like a knockoff Microsoft Paint. Like, I just cannot get into it. I cannot use it. I tried it a couple times and I really don't see a difference in how my photography looks or how my editing comes off. I think that I get a great product no matter what Lightroom software I'm using, so I've just always used Lightroom Mobile. I have it both on my phone and on desktop, but I only edit my concert photography photos on desktop. I never edit on my phone when it comes to concert photography. I was only editing on my phone when I first started. I had the Photoshop app and the Lightroom app, and I would use my little presets on there and just edit everything on there. I did not know how to copy and paste my presets on at the time, or like my editing onto multiple photos at a time, so it would take me hours and it was just unorganized and horrible, and I cannot believe that I did that for the first 2 years of my career. But now I exclusively use Lightroom Mobile. I don't use Photoshop a lot. I actually never use Photoshop. I will very rarely if there's something I need to do, like a spot removal or something of that sort that I can't do on Lightroom. But with all the updates that Lightroom has had, I find that I can do literally anything that I need to make my photos come out the way that I want to on Lightroom Mobile. Going off that, I also will use Tezza sometimes. I'm a big fan of Tezza for my photos. Every time I edit an iPhone photo, it is 9 out of 10 times a Tezza preset. I find that Tezza presets are so user-friendly. There's such a wide variety of the kind of editing that you can do on Tezza. You can have a really edited photo that looks super vintage or super film-like, or you can just tweak the colors a little bit and have a very minimal editing style, which I love when it comes to my monthly photo dumps, because I don't like just posting raw unedited photos on Instagram no matter what it is. I like the colors to be a little more vibrant, and I just like a certain style added to them. So I like that with my own photography that I'm producing, I have my own style and my Lightroom presets and everything that I use for that. I started posting my photo dumps to keep my Instagram more casual, just because I did not want to stress out over Instagram anymore, because as a creative it's so easy to stress out over your feed, and I didn't want to put that much pressure on myself, but I also didn't want to put out unedited content or content that wasn't aesthetically pleasing to me, and Tezza just helps so much with that. I also have started using Tezza for all of my short form video editing content. I pay for Tezza Pro or Tezza Plus, whichever it is, and it's a game changer. I can use all of the presets to color correct my clips. I can use the film overlays. I love using Tezza, especially for my short form content. That's really all I use it for. When it comes to video editing, a lot of my short form content for TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts is always with Tezza. Tezza honestly just has everything that I need when it comes to my iPhone editing, and I've been using it for years and I don't see myself stopping. I used to use InShot when it came to short form editing content, and I also did love InShot. I would still use InShot if I wasn't already paying for the Tezza Premium, and then I just kind of added on the bundle, or however you can do it on the app, to use the video editing feature. It just felt more cost effective to me at the time. But InShot edits very similar to how TikTok does, with the way you can like split clips and just kind of cut up your content to make it flow the way you want to. And lastly, when it comes to video editing, I just switched to Final Cut Pro. I was using Premiere Pro for 5 years. I am a Premiere Pro hater. I'm so sorry. I know that it is industry standard or whatever. A lot of my friends use Premiere Pro. Every video that I made, I absolutely dreaded editing on it. I could not figure it out. I feel like I was always changing the settings, or there was always an update, or I would click something and something would disappear, and I just honestly could not take it anymore. So I did the free trial for Final Cut and then obviously bought it later. Absolutely love it. I feel like it's way more user-friendly. It's so much easier for the type of content that I make, because I really do mostly vlog style or short form TikToks or recap videos of artists, which is also just kind of vlog style, and it's just so much easier to use than Premiere Pro. So I feel like most people on YouTube, or content creators in general, if you have a Mac, you're using Final Cut, but I do know a lot of people that use Premiere, and it just has never worked for me, and I've never found more joy in video editing than when I switched to Final Cut. So this is your sign. If Premiere Pro is giving you a headache like it was giving me, switch to Final Cut. Thank me later. Those are all the apps and the software that I use when it comes to editing all of my content. If you have any other questions, feel free to DM me on Instagram, comment down below. Don't forget to subscribe. I have a ton of fun vlogs coming up. I'm going on a lot of tours, a lot of weekends away, a lot of shows that I'm photographing. I'd love for you to come along with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye, besties.